It's been 35 years, maybe 36. I doubt many remember or think about you, but I do. You came into our lives as our babysitter housekeeper, really. You were nice and funny, taking care of us. You became the friend my sister desperately needed. Every kid in the neighborhood coming to you because you listened in ways our parents never did. You stayed with Mr. Jim far too long for all the reasons women put up with abusive boyfriends or husbands. Mr. Motherfucking Jim with his 3 ex-wives, no money for alimony or child support. But hey, look at that cherry red Ford Mustang, 3 horses and shotgun collection. He called the police to his own apartment because we were making too much noise during a sleepover. You took up with Mr. Lloyd, the married mechanic up the street, for all the reasons women desperate for love and attention find it in the wrong places. We went to that fair at the VFW. When we were done, you and my sister warned me Mr. Lloyd was just a nice man giving us a ride home. We climbed into the bed of his pickup. Oh, Claire. His wife and kids in the cab looking back at us, you and Kirsten pretending everything was hunky-dory. The next day, Mr. Jim was first. He showed up at that small apartment you had finally gotten for yourself, demanding you back, or at least your money. Then Mrs. Lloyd knocked on the door. When Mr. Lloyd found you later that afternoon, you were already in a coma. If you tried to kill yourself or accidentally overdosed on your insulin, they couldn't tell, maybe wouldn't say. We went to Arizona for the summer, but we returned home just in time for your funeral. There you were in your coffin, your eyes closed, your face painted the way morticians do when death has already started to do its job too quickly for polite society. You were 27. Looking around your son, I had met him before, scared of water. And your ex-husband, decent guy, you said. You still kind of loved him. He couldn't put up with your zaniness, his word, and the way you constantly rearranged the furniture, so when he came home at night, he couldn't find the bed. My parents, me, Kirsten devastated. Our baby sister Lisa, you had sung to her. Claimed you couldn't sing, but I overheard you. Your family, your mother and father. Some few others. Mr. Jim and Mr. Lloyd, not invited. I would see them sometimes afterward. Mr. Jim in that fucking red Mustang. Mr. Lloyd at work in his garage. His wife one day bringing him a sandwich. Then we moved away, permanently this time. I've never been back to that neighborhood. I don't know what happened to any of them, not your son or ex-husband, Mr. Tidda. Lloyd and his wife, or Mr. Jim, fucked be his name. I presume they lived their lives, whatever that means. But I will someday return to search out your grave. I hope to find fresh flowers already on your headstone, but if not, if nothing's there, I'll put some down carefully. Say hello and tell you about Kirsten and her sons, Lisa and her daughters, and of my children. When I leave, I hope the cemetery workers see my peonies and know you were not forgotten.